first. I know I'm on the money that I saved to take care of my pension time has been taken over by the banking cleanup. So I don't have my money to support such a wonderful book. And if I tell how much that I saved for over 30 years to take care of my position now, you weep for me. I have one of the best pharmaceutical manufacturing companies, WHO standard in Tema. But because my money has been locked up and they cannot give it to me, I'm having problems with my overheads. I'm telling you, either GRA is on your neck, or electricity company has come to put off your light, or yeah, bro.
And as one of the foremost inventors, global inventors, I think I can speak to this. First of all, I want you all here to make sure that if we have avenues for getting a patent, and I'll show you how to do it. I have 7 patents in 6 years. That's 1 patent a year, for the fiber optics and the laser guided bombs and all that stuff. So I know what I'm talking about. I've also written 7 books. Every book you have intellectual property, you have copyright, and all that. And my latest book, which the king of Ashanti did a forward to 24622, is called The Right Stuff Comes in Black too. Put it on. Yeah. And as you see, this is very, very important. And I want you all to repeat after me. The right stuff. The right stuff. The right stuff. The right stuff comes in black too. I am black. I am the right stuff. I can do anything that any white person can do. I am black. I am from Africa. I can do anything that any white person can do. The right stuff comes in black too. And I am black. And I can do anything that any white person can do. So help me God. Never forget that. Never forget that. I did this because that is the title of my book. The right stuff comes in black too. But instead of putting it on the shelf, I have it there. As you see, your key moderator putting it up there, saying the right stuff. Say the right stuff. The right stuff comes in black too. I had to do that.
The right stuff comes in black too. I come in black too. Inti ukodi akonkonzafu wechia ubiwu with your right stuff. So could you you die with your right stuff. And Pisana aquaquaye. A cho bibia muniano. So what you show me our old page in snow mia. Pentem neko the new page in Kutu 101 a question more. I wanna have who the right stuff now but in black too no. On say a kufado bedia and papa no woo. Wabona homo diwa assassi so. Watro ni din edi ase ewi ase history ni mu waya ade na de ti ni ye onkofu bi o wa ho obre o na wo ya ade a e was say you die in dignity omukoji papa disi gadi wiye no eno mden beni nam Ghana ha twa ye be ye bullet train na bullet ba kwafa papa ni emu a ene yehwe Thomas Mensa ye nhuni NPP me se sunne odi ho bo mo pe wa enwu a obebodam wa modam so ebegu animu ase monkobusa Professor Frimpong Boateng, one of Ghana's refined scientists odi ne ho kobo amamu we say hwe afide for Professor Frimpong Boateng micro na me fa ne say a distant away me mentor no a me fi say bia me sa masa of uhu obi o TV so kra na wo ka che say o inspire o kra ya hwe ne ye o inspire wa aya hwe ne ye. Indeed, the right stuff comes in black too. Say it after me. The right stuff comes in black too. NPP. Papa, NPP can only I am telling you. A German propaganda almost Thomas Mensa koye no Ghana ho. Afi Thomas Mensa kotna. I think one of the radio stations ni bi wa Accra. Adeya oti tamale kura na obitimi aba be ye adwuma wa Accra. Hey, ade ewrade Yesu. Minim spirit na ewo NPP mu no. Se nipa kasa kura se bi omo nwe ho. Eye dey e na ukotena tamale. Se ya ye bullet train nti no. Ukotena tamale no afa bullet train na ade akoye adwuma wa Accra. Na onim the cost bullet train no. Minian mo a mo fifa bullet train no. Korea omo one of the countries omo use bullet trains pa. But enyafo. And it wouldn't make any economic sense for you to have your residency away about 50 kilometers. Are they 50 kilometers, 60 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 200 kilometers away from Babia or Jumawabodam? It is not economically possible. I'll say, Obi can be beyond if some Obi the Ebia suggestion be ba. So be the suggestions be ba. Na say yes see a possible ye can say be a possible him. And yes say maka metumi aye enunti na ye possible there be. Wa hoden unyansa ene wusika odi beka ho ama na ya ade no eno ne man ye possible. Intimate me aka say me pese me see diamond ne koko see heaven. Technology ni wo ha obetumi dia yo busa se wo sika no. Sika no a woni nti no, that will make it impossible. Timi nuanu amaba YouTube ni so mo betumi a share. Sorry mo betumi a like senia. Mo na mo like no. Mo na ni mo bie. Wa waba Facebook ni so no. Obetumi a share, obetumi a comment, obetumi a like. Sana obeye no eno de bema page ni mo yede ebebie. Gustav or right stuff comes in black too. Now another jandam be a mebe na ne free system ni mo no. Enti onze yemfa Thomas Mensa ansem nto wa bone ho modern as an individual no wa ya ade wa contribute to the history of the world. Say can when it comes to nanotechnology ni ade a but say wodi unyansa ko bata ko bi ho a dwen ho kwa akiri say ye wonkofo bi o a unim nyansa but wodi ho kobo mo pe omo adimia to the extent say omo be ma won so nyansa no ebe yira so that only mo ba be dey ebe ye pe propaganda and omo ye. They eat propaganda, they sniff propaganda, adhere a proper in a friend saying lies, mean cause of propaganda, lies. You use propaganda because of say and no namomotia say intro, but lies and atro and now mokofa Thomas Mensa and Babe yeah the Silicon Valley. She ya create Silicon Valley and adie say ye tin tam edin dia toto nyoma so de Obia betumi aye bi ominuanom. Ye tintam didi atoto nyoma so ena ye beye wi afa ha ye beye wi awura ha ye de ship ye de yini bi be fa pumu on se eno na ama cheda was wan hwan kwan a okika nsemu no se odipo kwa akotu Kumasi. One, almost say, oh, now that titene kra no Egypt for unim omo geographical system no. In so ba koda na asase kitu bi da mfimfini. Inti e criticize the Suez Canal na so simple. What you say? Ye dida enye se nsuo ke esuo kese bi da a friend say e connect Burkina ye pese ye fa hono na even po se ye pese ye ne Burkina didwa na ye defa river Volta river ne so. Why should he come and pass through Kumasi? But also, when people do not actually understand and they do not want to accept reality, yeah, they are true enema womo. Yeah, they are true enema womo because a true no mo ye a true no mo pe. No kre ASƐM omo mpe. Ya true no mo pe. Now they are true na ma. And when MPP dey in the out omo koso ma mo true no. Because a true mu no mo pe. A true mu no mo te. Now, let's get into it. Yede Thomas Mensah ASƐM ne to no. Once 2016, NPP for be catch and say, ebesi ne, I ena adwumayefo ye adwuma mahama so bechi omo ka 3 months. Sa asemi ma catch mo say, enye nokre. Ene former finance minister Setekpe, obetina Good Morning Ghana. Inti wo a wo se de Setekpe eka ye no evidence press conference wo ho no mu a o ye 2016 no. Any years yeah, that year no omo make his decision no. Evidence wo ho. Ema ono kura ho chiri mu no, o ka say eno no ne sa teacher trainee allowance na de ni nyina ampo no. Mahama kura chiri mu ampo no. Mahama no kura wa bre. So, where menu ni problem. Two main political parties na Ghana. What does say oma boa yo so omo moa yo mienu na Ghana ho. Na de enti ama ye pese this time round no nye so okodi echiri keke na woto aba ne say okodi ade na echiri keke na woto aba o ha wo man no in the sense say ema wugina nkwase ade bia so na wo dey take decision na afi no ade ahokyra ba beto o man ene your mind for ne so. Enunti na ya ba ye dey ye ka se abato no de wo so okoto se me begina se to aba ma me a me nua wo hwe me nya de a wo beto aba ne de ama me pakwasindum yeah. You see, when people do not understand, yes, that time 2012. Na ye kura pakwasindum PPP yenim so abi kriti adwuma. Chese amanfo na nya bi ye. Enti no ye ma ono so kwan na omehwe. You see, when something is not ripe in your system, when the people are not ready to accept a system on, and what's a we smart, and as a what's we fast. Now ultimately say adia me person me koton, you know. The time is not now. You see, time hu nya o. The cheddar enomo yini nyina no. Ebia obetimi arane your mind. But the question is the time ripe? The time is not now. To mami, because nka wo to abana mami a na nka obo se obi be fa Ghana sika di anaso on fa Ghana sika di. Ba wo to abane mami. Obeto ama wo NPP no, obeto ama wo NDC no. Enne sa dia. NPP na wo dono no, NDC na wo dono na obeto abama no dia. O koto aba enko gina ho se we hu ya mefe. na emom no enkotie na emom so ensan kotie atoro se okotie atoro na ade a make you decision woyɛ saa ommoa wo ho na ommoa wo man no de ma meka we nyina ne se ensɛm a Mahama kan 2016 ne 2015 2013 2012 woni nyina no na amanfo okasa wia na MPP fo na akɔhyɛ dem asɛm no a ebe anka wo sɛ ɛtɔ mutirim no na ɔmo afa na ɔmo adane asɛm no montie di ɔmo yɛ sa 3 months we say montie.
How come you had a net freeze on employment? You couldn't employ people. You had a backlog of nurses, teachers. You couldn't even pay teacher trainee allowance. You couldn't pay nursing trainee allowance.
You see, this is the point I was making. Because the final stop is the controller, right? Everybody looked to the controller, and everybody came to the controller and the Minister of Finance. But if I didn't have your appointment letter, am I going to pay? Right? If I didn't have your posting, am I going to pay? Because then the Auditor General will come, and the controller has no basis for making those payments. One of the measures we took, and this is not new, it's continuing, and it's become even worse. But one of the measures we took, which was seriously distorted by the current administration, was that we said, I called the controller, and we got permission, from the Office of President. And we said, look, the teachers and nurses who have been posted already, we know them. The list is there. The only thing is that they have been working and they are not received because we haven't gotten their credentials. So let us pay them salary advance of 3 months. You see where the 3 months is coming? Let's pay them salary advance for 3 months. Right?
The narrative out there is that they had worked for 2 years, some 3 years, and then you decided that you would pay them 3 months salary for the 2 or 3 years they had worked.
That was MPP distortion. And it actually applied to, those who are new postings. Because as for the old postings, it's a long time. Currently, it's a thing which we were resolving with the HRMI system and the interface and whatever. Because we are dealing with paper. Somebody who is in the village has to send it to the district, from the district to the region, and the region, and along the way, those who can grease palms would go and grease and fast track, their own. How about if you didn't have it? But so what we said was that let's pay, the batch of teachers and nurses and doctors, let's pay them a salary advance, right? Because by then we had done the treasury single account, there was some liquidity. So that when their authorization comes, then we would offset it and take the money and pay them the net. And this was also distorted. That, we had decided to pay only 3 months and forget about the arrears and other things. And Consent Teachers Association, and then we explained it. I did a media briefing still on the website. So that's the humanitarian act, right? But the right, to the teacher was completely distorted. And unfortunately by some of the teachers themselves.
Why did you decide to stop paying nursing and teacher training allowance?
Oh, that was a major decision that was taken. And the rationale is that they are tertiary institutions.
Okay.
Right? And the second reason is that, schools and all these things were coming. Right? And even the tertiary expansion, and
if you say they are tertiary institutions, what does that got to do with allowance?
Because in principle, tertiary institutions took loans. So we were transitioning them to loans.
Okay.
Yeah, for, equality, equity, and whatever. But also, if you transition them to loans, right, then the budget allocation is not a constraint for admission.
Okay, so it removes the quota system.
Exactly.
Okay.
Maybe not completely, but transitionally as it went along, because you had to pay the teachers and whatever. And we had, the challenges, but at least it starts removing the quota system. Right? And so you channel some of those resources rather into the, the loan fund, trust. Right. So that was the rationale. I think President Mama has explained this umpteen times, but of course it was against his support.
Okay. So I raised.
Omo asemi omo nkobu sasetepe no on a finance minister or advice president ni say in principle tertiary students took loans. Now the court tertiary, o say o pese o move from a second cycle or what have you. Now o pese o ko animu a obi ko tech, obi ko Legon, obi ko UCC. Ye nyina na ewie senior high school no. E na aso pese o di teacher, e na aso pese o ye nurse. Yes ni nyina ye tertiary status. And I will de yes teacher adwuma no wie ya wadwuma da ho. That is nurse adwuma no wie nurse no wie ya wadwuma da ho. Ye nyina nso ye Ghana for eye den na wo de wo kosua ade ne de sika ma wo di for free. What is the basis? Inti ye nya sa mistake ni bio so that budget na de bia ye kosa hodom no obenya ahomeje na sa sika no ye better no mum dia ma student trust loan no so that sika no ko hono mu a ogi na ukodi na wa ba bitua na wo nua na odi wati no ono so ba benya bi e wa NPP for na fa de ye campaign omo afa de nto ato so opetumi nti no me ba me de allowances ne beba no obusa say allowances na wo de ba no wo de ba e ba be di dwuma bɛyi. Look at the mindset, a beautiful mindset, a beautiful principle. You see, and I make a choice say, if you have a leader, if you have any political group and they do not have ontology, do you understand ontology? Principle. People who do not have principle, no, they do their things in a haphazard manner. They facilitate, you can so be facilitated out here, or with leader, just say, only decisive, always shilling with the position. Intuition people, they have no principle. As the wind directs, so they move. As the wind directs, so they move. It is from any buffer high on no. In any political system, in any governance structure, the leaders should move, should govern, should administrate with ontology, with principles, and some rationalism. Onim say, oh yeah, rational. Ade na me ma we na me omu nyina ye na me ma we see. Principles. And yeah, if you're an accountant, if you're an economist, nase upholdi this particular word no in high esteem. Principle. In every human set, friends, community, no. Adia a man nipa ni tenasemo mo hotomo what the word principles. Principles na what's what the ejuma. NPP ekufado the principles or the ejuma say. Oko to say obi galam say ya che na mate excavator na masoja atum na nipa no oye galamsey no watuko wayira na galamsey tu atwa because ma show excavator na excavator no se me kwaje besia betofoforo na metimi asan ko didi asase ne yam asay asase no na sika amenya metimi dia to excavators 5 kura na mesh no. What is the essence? in that? What is the sense in that? I feel mo betena ho. My ye adwuma na teacher ni party ho. Ono na katua ba o, enso ono na aso mu a oka. And all these things that na tekpen mu ye, unim the foundation just to stamp out illegal connections, illegal a friend is say sa ghost name wana e wo ye payroll ni so no. Into omo district honomo a na obi o wa wabu obi din di ahye ho. So they say mimi obi a ono 2012 no nya appointment, but ye can say 2012 ni emfa nipa adwuma na ono nso ka bi. Bitimi transi anam say eh enti eni papa ka no kraketu abi se ya na ebe dede. Ono ti wo no obi ka say 2012 na Ghana aban no ntimi mfa nipa adwuma mu. Meanwhile 2012 wo so na woni adwuma me ti ho na me na me koja a wo ma wo ko ba bia ko. But you believe so obi ka you trusted the person say 2012 yem fo obi adwuma enso 2012 ona no ni adwuma. Sometimes no ebi oko Ghana na say o kasa na political discussions bi be femu a na who said the we nipa nsi dwen no me nua edin me see Yesu on eba na se ne nkofo bi si dwen wo Ghana saa no be koso adwen a I tell you Muhammad any Yesu ni Buddha any Krishna ye ka mu nyina bom kro mu ntumi nye Ghana ni yi cause nipa na adwen wu oni ma de papa ne pa anzo wonye wonim ade papa ne pa nsoso no da kia ne ken onye da nipa ne ti ho onim ade na eye papa ne pa so onye da. I'm telling you intimi nuanom sa ade na ekoso no on say ye di atorochi Mahama kofa confirm Mahama ko to dan Dubai omo de Spain omo Spain asem no ama ne to mutrim no enne no omo san baaye omo hu se omo di muboni nti no omo aseda ene ye kan kufu ado asem de oti onuan ene de oti angeli omo kan kufu ado asem so that ebemu feel say ono na ode omo baaye ene omo san kan asem omo boa but on say ekode edin pa no na they are torn between these two political parties say ono take decision omu nyina besa akwa akoton aba no e de ama NPP for we am oma side dey atena mo kon so. And this is how the people think. Omu mpemu ye o enya de omu pemu ye o atro no akoye hwe papa pani tino.
I am a pensioner. And all my money, I must confess, I know I'm on the money that I saved to take care of my pension time has been taken over by the banking cleanup. So I don't have my money to support such a wonderful book. And if I tell how much that I saved for over 30 years to take care of my position now, you weep for me. I have one of the best pharmaceutical manufacturing companies, WHO standard in Tema. But because my money has been locked up and they cannot give it to me, I'm having problems with my overheads. I'm telling you, either GRA is on your neck, or electricity company has come to put off your light, or yeah, bro.
Yeah, Bren, I'm working. Yeah, Bre. And this is the practical example. The people are really going through serious issues. Kofono go through serious issues. The people are suffering. They are really suffering. We all day inside. We all day inside, Matilda. And then my Cassanche, the BC has say, Edavo Frono, Yabesamba, Yababa Betuaso.